Owning a home can be hard.
When I got the house, it was like, Keisha, don't you lose that house.
For Keisha Credit, keeping her home was even harder.
Grandpa, what is that?
My grandpa was super cool. He always wanted to do videos.
Well, you got it.
2 years ago, Keisha's grandfather passed away and left her his Central District home. It had been in their family for half a century.
Getting his house means that he's not here, and doing this without him was one of the hardest things I ever did.
The day after her grandfather's funeral, she received the first of many letters that were persistent and predatory.
The next day comes a letter saying, we want to buy your house.
She says they offered her $800,000. That's low in a neighborhood where some homes are selling for up to $3 million. So the business coach and entrepreneur turned to TikTok to share her experience.
They feel like, oh, these black families are going to lose their house the minute that somebody passes away, and let me be the first one to jump in and stake my claim. Not realizing that some of us know what the going on, and we are not telling.
She's teaching others to spot the same scams and tricks used to push people of color into selling their homes.
There's all these tactics that they use to try to scare you to feel like you are not able to stay in your land.
But those lowball offers were just the beginning.
Soon, Keisha's mailbox was full of legitimate-looking collection notices, claiming she was behind on her property tax or owed money to the IRS.
When I started to get letters, I looked into it because I'm like, whoa, how did that happen? Was there something I missed? And then that's when I understood, like, wait a minute, this is not real. Their goal is to either get you into a terrible loan, sign over your house.
It's basically fraud, right? I mean, this is completely misleading information.
Dr. Angelique Davis is a professor of political science and African American studies at Seattle University.
These are very predatory practices. We've seen the effects of that with gentrification.
Keisha knows what losing the home would cost her in the long run.
So to think that we can sell now, get something, go somewhere else, and continue to multiply that, the opportunities are very low.
Once that wealth is washed away, it's not easy to start over.
My room was up top in the attic.
Just ask Katisha Atterbury.
A lot of nostalgia.
This house in Rainier Beach was her family home, purchased by her grandparents in the 1960s.
Growing up, it was fun. There were a lot of blacks in this neighborhood. It just brings back a lot of memories.
Those memories dried up when Katisha was a freshman in high school. She says her parents got a predatory loan they couldn't pay back, and that changed the course of her life.
The house went into foreclosure. I had plans to go to the UW, join the gymnastic team, and then go to the Olympics. That was my plan. And then with the loss of the home, that threw me off that course. I had to stay at my cousin's house, couch surfing, and that lasted for many years.
Data from real estate experts show when it comes to buying a home, the cards are stacked against black families from the get-go. It can take an average black household nearly 30 years to save for a down payment. Compared to white borrowers, African Americans are 2.5 times more likely to be rejected for a loan. That's partly because black families are more likely to have debt that banks see as risky for approving loans.
I mean, it's just like these double, triple layers of racism that are happening. Not only are you paying more for a home that's being valued at less, and then you're not able to use that to help leverage to build more wealth for you and your family.
Almost 2 decades and still have not been able to regain this.
15 years after losing her childhood home, Katisha is now a real estate developer, helping other black families buy homes.
There's so many barriers. When you hear people say, lift yourself up by your bootstraps, what they're not taking into account is the historic implications of being a person of color in this country.
Back in the Central District,
You guys think that it is not real that people come after your property when you got something, you got another thing coming.
Keisha's videos have reached millions.
The sentiments that I receive are, I'm so proud of you because we lost our family home.
She's hoping to turn the tide.
But you better figure out how you can win. And then when you figure out how to win, you better have other people win too.
By helping black families navigate the challenges of buying a home while she fights to keep her own.
That's the reason why I felt it worth it to save this. It's not just about your home as a place to stay. It is a generational opportunity, so you better fight for it because it matters.